So originally I was not planning on making this video, and I'm actually working on something else right now, which I hope will be out very soon. But in my last video about Landorus-T, I saw quite some comments about Landorus-T, you know, about how annoying it is, and it should get banned, or no, it doesn't need to get banned, or why it isn't banned. There were a lot of stuff about Landorus-T and bans in particular. So I wanna make this video and explain why Landorus-T in particular is not banned from the OU tier. So to answer this question, we first need to understand what makes a Pokemon ban-worthy. So most Pokemon that are currently banned from the overuse tier are banned because they were over-centralizing for the meta and very difficult to deal with. Landorus does however not fall in this category because it's mostly used as a great roll compressor, which explains its high usage rate. Luckily, my guy Nathan Likes Chicken made a video where he asked Finchinator, who used to be the overuse tier leader, the question about bans and Pokemon with high usage and utility such as Landorus-T. In the video he made, he was talking about Clefable, but this applies to Landorus-T as well. So this video is from about a year ago, but it's still very relevant to now. So I'm gonna play the clip right here.
I asked him what he thought about Pokemon with high utility and high usage stats, similar to Clefable, of course. You know, your typical sort of roll compression Pokemon. And it's funny because I sent him the question when he was online and he didn't respond for a while, so I assumed he was too busy or he wasn't going to reply, but boy was I wrong, because this absolute beauty of a tier leader sent me a big, long, super well-reasoned response on the topic. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you guys, but I am going to highlight a point that he made that I feel really clarifies this whole Clefable crisis that we're in right now. He said, and I quote, that reactionary Pokemon like Tyranitar in Black and White or Clefable in Sword and Shield are not broken by definition at all, and could easily see a lot less usage if we were to remove the things that they were reacting to. To this I say, we should look more at the instigators in the Pokemon that they prompt usage of. Of course, this is a fantastic point. We should not be looking at Clefable's high usage stats and blame it for being overpowered. We should look at it and start talking about how restricting Toxapex and Urshifu are on the metagame right now instead. Right now, Clefable is one of the best answers we have for these extremely controlling Pokemon. To look at Clefable's high usage stats and say she's ruining the metagame, it's like blaming a rat catcher for the plague. It's a symptom of a problem, not the problem itself.
Later in the video, he also mentions Landorus-T and its high usage rates in Gen 7 and talks about the insane roll compression it provides, just like I did in my video. So to go in a little more detail about Landorus-T, Landorus-T is by definition not overpowered. It is a Pokemon that does a lot of things really well, but it's actually one of the easiest Pokemon to check in my opinion, since there are a lot of Pokemon that can safely switch into it. Pretty much any flying type, including Landorus-T itself, can reliably check Landorus, and if you are building a viable team to use in competitive, you should always have a flying type on the team, no matter what. If you don't have a flying type on the team, I really don't know what to tell you, build a better team. It's as simple as that. But besides flying types, there are other options too, like left-handed users like Rotom Wash, which has been picking up popularity lately in the OU tier. You also have stuff like Buzzle, who is really good at checking Landorus. Tapu Fini is also a good one. Ferrothorn. There's a lot of stuff that can safely switch into Landorus, and you probably always have one of those Pokemon on your team, especially like a flying type, like I just said. And so, yeah, it's not a long video, but I hope that kind of clears up the debate about Landorus-T needing to get banned. Just because a Pokemon is high in usage doesn't mean it's over-centralizing or overpowered by any means. So, that's it. I think that's all I have to say. I don't really want to go that much too deep into, you know, why a Pokemon is banned, why a Pokemon is not banned. It's gonna be a long video then, but I hope that clears it up. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, consider liking the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future videos like this one. And let me know what Pokemon you use to check Landorus. And until then, I'll see you next time.